buddy. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Might as well. Fuck it. Full send.
Full send. It's a good way to start, man. Fuck it, full send. Well, welcome back, everybody. We are at the East and West Side Job Trailers yet again today, and if you're the kind of people who are watching us on video, this is yet another week of John and I's ugly mugs on video.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, John. How are you, man?
I am fucking beat.
Yes, we should
like
address it right off the bat here. John is working hard, long days, and I don't work that hard, but I'm still pretty tired. So we're going to suffer through one here for you, folks, but we don't want to miss any more weeks on you.
Right.
We weren't busy this time. We were just being tired.
Well, and I had a deal that came up this weekend, so we couldn't record this weekend. So we're doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to go out of town there. How did that all work out? Trip back to the...
Unfortunately, it was for a buddy's wife's funeral. That is something I'm not going to get into on this one. You and I can discuss that after the fact. But
yeah, sure.
No, it was that's never a good reason to go home. You know?
And it's a quick turnaround trip for you, right? 8 hours there, 8 hours back.
Yeah, turn and burn. Saw some people. My buddy I haven't seen in years, so it was good to sit down with him, even though he's going through some shit. But
yeah, that's tough times. Listen, shout out to your buddy. We're not going to mention him out here, but I'm glad you made it back safe, you and the missus. And yeah, again, shit happens. So here we are again.
Right.
Today, man, I wanted to talk to you about something that's kind of been making me, I don't know, laugh and be frustrated lately. We're definitely living in a world of like crazy scientific advancement and achievement, right? AGI feels like it's right around the corner, and that might frighten you. We just sent a crew around the moon, if you believe it's real this time. And the advancements in medicine with robotic assists and microsurgery and scanning equipment and, tests to find out what's wrong with you before you even know you're sick is really crazy.
Right.
But I wanted to talk to you about what the actual fuck is going on with prescription drugs, man. Have you been seeing this shit?
It's getting fucking horrible. We are the only fucking country that has them on commercials on the TV.
New Zealand will allow them in very specific cases.
Right.
Like, I couldn't find the exact details about how they specify, but
it's just stupid.
Limited amounts of time per day, per week, per month. They can only be so long. They have to have clear explanations of what the drug is for. Like, theirs is real specific. It's not just, hey, pay us $13 million an episode on CNN and we'll be more than happy to put your drug ad up, right?
It's fucking stupid.
Well, here's the deal too, man. I got to start out on what I think is kind of morbid, but it's unfortunate is there's so many drugs and so few cures.
No, you can't make money if you cure people.
Yeah, you treat the symptoms, not the disease. That's where the money's at, right?
Right. You keep them sick. Keep them sick, and they keep paying you money.
I know a lot of people talk about it. I mean, it's not an original thought or anything, but it's driving me crazy. During the Olympics, I saw it, and it was such strange things like stomach tightness and disorders.
Right.
Like we're going to get into some here, but one of these I just realized that I was going to bring up might be a point between you and I, a contention here for the first time in quite a while. But real quick, I just want to touch real fast. We all know GLP-1s are off the charts for their use.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I've got strong opinions about that whole fucking mess.
Well, we did kind of like briefly touch on it a while ago because I know neither of us were crazy excited about how big it is. Okay. It's supposed to be for the treatment of diabetes, is my understanding.
Yeah.
But obviously, you turn the corner on that, and it also seems to be...
That's a weight loss medicine.
Very good for being a weight loss medicine.
But the problem is everybody wants fucking easy weight loss. So they take the fucking medicine out of where it's keeping people alive. And people that need it to stay alive can't fucking get it. Or the price is so goddamn high.
That is part of it. Shortages and restrictive insurance plans have been mentioned a lot. But again, an out-of-pocket cost doesn't matter to people if they think they can have the easy route to lose weight.
Right. We pay for convenience in this country, man.
Right. And it's got it's got some not great side effects from what I hear.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it makes
Bone mass loss.
bone mass loss is not a great one, especially considering so many of the people taking it are at the start of the bone loss consideration in their age.
Yep.
They think, okay, I'm 35, 40 plus. I haven't lost any of this weight. I guess I'll just try the drug.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about you, buddy, but it seems to me that one like that where the symptoms are like the side effects are limited. All right, you're not really hurting nobody. It's a temporary fix that I don't think is going to work long term for most people.
It doesn't,
But what are you going
because
to do, right?
nothing can replace what you shove in your mouth.
Right.
Like,
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, but yeah,
Yeah.
it curves cravings and stuff like that. It curves appetite, period. Like, you're just not hungry. But I mean, it can
Not
cause,
healthy weight loss.
right, it can cause nausea, it can cause vomiting, headaches. I mean, it's pretty common to feel nauseous on it, which doesn't make you want to eat. And then look, like you just said, that's not a healthy weight loss regimen, right? Like,
No, and again, it's the whole thing is going to be about GLP-1s here, folks. We're just touching on some things as we get going. If I was to put you on the spot, buddy, um, which states have shown the biggest increases in using GLP-1s, do you think, since 2024 to 2025?
ooh, what states? Um, let's see here, California for sure. That's
Not
probably
not in the top 10.
bullshit. Hollywood, all the stars
Not
were doing it.
not in the top 10.
Really?
Stars, yes, regular people know. I guess if you live in, whatever they call, what's a terrible area there? They send all the homeless people. Skid Row.
E-
I guess if you live on
Everywhere.
Skid Row, well, yeah, it is kind of one big homeless encampment. The last few pictures I've saw. Uh,
Okay, so California's not top 10.
California's not top 10.
I'm gonna say
This is also,
Florida.
remember, this is percent increase.
Okay, I'm gonna say Florida.
Florida's number five, up 23.7%.
New York.
I'm gonna give it to you, New Jersey specifically,
Okay,
35.8.
New
That's
Jersey.
number three.
Texas.
Texas did not make the top 10.
Really?
Texas did not make the top 10.
Uh, um,
You were on the right side of the world there for a minute.
Maine.
Maine's number four, 27.2.
Wow.
Stay in that general area.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire did not make the top 10.
Connecticut.
No. So I'll go down the list here for
Okay.
you.
Do
Okay.
it.
So 10 to 1. Won't give you the percentages. Uh, Number 10, North Dakota, 9, Hawaii. Surprised me. 8, Alaska, 7, Wisconsin. Nah, there's some big people in Wisconsin. Maybe I can buy that one. 6 is Maryland. We already talked about Florida at 5, Maine at 4, New Jersey at 3, Massachusetts, number 2, at 48% of an increase,
Okay.
and Rhode Island surging at 67.8% increase. Almost
Dude,
twice as many people.
that's it's Rhode Island, man. Like 3 people take it and it's a 60% increase.
That's a big rise, right? Yes,
Fuck.
your one of your home states, South Dakota, was just above 11. Who else did you say here? Let's see.
That doesn't surprise me. Where does Minnesota sit on that?
That's what one I was just looking for here and to see if I could find Texas. Oh, and they did make a comparison here that on that list, Maryland, Rhode Island, and Hawaii were also considered very healthy states in the US, which I kind of found kind of weird. Minnesota's in the 8% range. So that
Okay.
puts them 3/4 of the way down the list
Right.
for the states.
I tell you what, when it comes to Hawaii being a healthy state, I could see it. Being having gone to Hawaii and interacted with some of the people over there, I could definitely see that because a lot of the majority of their produce is locally grown.
Outdoorsy population.
Outdoorsy populations, they're surfing, they're hiking. I mean, I could see it. I I I loved Hawaii. Just saying.
Oh, yes, I'm sure it
The
was great.
humidity, I could live without the humidity.
Yeah. Now, you were right about one thing. The largest increase in prescription percentage was New York.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that wasn't new. That was statewide instead of just like,
Well,
Jersey, whatever, right?
and let's just be clear, GLP-1s have been around for a long time.
That's right.
Been around for a very long time. It wasn't until some high profile people got a hold of it for weight loss. And then it kind of exploded. And
Right.
then people like my wife that needs it couldn't get it. Now that's balanced out. She hasn't had an issue getting it. But there was a time she couldn't get her meds. They had to switch her meds, which is horrible to do, by the way, with those meds. When you have to go switch to something else, your
I
body
can,
don't really like it.
yeah, I can only assume that sucks a lot.
Right. A little bit. But
All
it
right.
made me
So
real
this,
pissy about it for a real long.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah. We had discussed, we had discussed, I put one on this list that I wanted to ask you because I didn't know if you were on this or so Adderall.
I'm not on it. My kids
You're
have been
not,
on it. I'm not on it.
your kids have been on. Okay. Uh,
All of us, both the kids got away from it. They changed because they didn't like how it made them feel. So,
well, that's why I want to just kind of bring this one up.
yep.
The use of Adderall outside of its prescribed intent, ADHD medication, for
It's
lack of a better term,
horrible.
right? It's specific. Um, Tell me what you think of some of these statistics, buddy. Non-medical. So these are people using Adderall for focus, which my understanding is that's the benefit, air quotes, if you're not using it to treat ADHD. I know a lot of college students, writers, things like that are using it. Uh, Ages 12 and up, it's predominant, especially among 18 to 25-year-olds.
Mhm.
Non-prescription Adderall use in young adults went up 67% that they use from associated medical, like emergency room visits. Full-time college students are twice as likely to non-medically abuse it as their peers. Men are way more likely to use it, 14.6% versus 8.8 with women.
Mhm.
So that one gets me because not only is it the sort of stimulant you can actually overdose on, what we're going
It
to get into here is
it absolutely is.
right. It's all the side effects that go along with these things. Some of them relevant, and some of them you're really taking your life in your own hands, right?
Right.
Uh, Let me just run down the list here. Serious side effects of Adderall, which I mean, it's it's amphetamine or dextroamphetamine, right? It's not. They shouldn't just be taking it, right?
No,
So
fuck
just for a little extra focus, more common side effects: bladder pain, bloody or cloudy urine, difficulty burning or painful urination, fast pounding or regular heartbeat,
Mhm.
uh, frequent urination, lower back pain. So less common ones, but still common enough they have to list it. Chills, cough, diarrhea, fever, general feeling of discomfort or illness, and then headache, hoarseness, joint pain, loss of appetite, muscle. I mean, the list goes on.
Right.
Vomiting, trouble sleeping, sweating. Like
Right.
it doesn't
It's
sound like
horrible.
the juice is worth the squeeze there.
No, for people that don't have ADHD or ADD, however however you say it, if you use it, I mean, college kids, the statistics show the use of full-time college students, right? So they're doing it to stay awake, to cram for finals or cram for or to party, right?
Right.
Because it will amp you up just like it feels like your own cocaine if you don't need it, right? For me, for a person, me and my two daughters, we need it. We don't really need it, right? I don't die without it. But since we have ADD, we don't get high. We don't get a ball of energy. It makes it so it gives me more energy, but it's not like a cranked up, pent up energy.
Right. It's a
Right.
it's a focus tool, right?
It it is a focus tool and it's a clarity tool. And like I don't, but it does do, even for us that need it, it does curve your appetite. Like you
Well,
lose your appetite.
I suppose, I mean, I've never taken Coke or speed or anything, but you hear people talk about that. That's probably pretty common with any drug that cranks you up, you know what I mean?
Yep. My daughter, when she was on Adderall, accidentally overdosed one morning before school.
After
That
mouthing
was
off to you, or
No, that was scarier than shit.
I'm
Because
sure.
I'm at work. She calls me and she's like, Dad, she's like, I think I took two of my Adderalls. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, how do you feel? And she's like, my chest really, really, really hurts. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you need to go to the nurse. So she went down there and she had a resting heart rate sitting in the chair of 165. It,
That's not good.
no, no. And so they made her sit there and just hang out because there's not much you can do about it. But if somebody has a pre-existing heart condition and they did that, dude, that'll destroy your heart.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they
And
got some, right?
thank God she was a healthy 15-year-old.
Well, precisely, right? So let's for a comparison here, because my issue is yes, there's drugs out there that people really need for living.
Mhm.
Okay. One of the ones I did notice here, it was just as I was kind of doing this research. Just let me see if I can find my little tab. Have to forgive me, folks. John should have never told me how to open up multiple tabs
Well,
on
see,
my computer.
while you're looking at that, I just want to point out too, when it comes to prescription medicines, most people, most pills or most medications are intended for something directly. They happen to get an additional benefit from a case study that they did saying like, oh, hey, these antidepressants also help these people quit smoking. Next thing you know, you're getting prescribed depressants to quit smoking.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
We happen to notice in our control group that 45% of them lost a bunch of weight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Their hair grew in a little thicker. Never saw that coming.
exactly.
Right. So that's the sort of deal. So I just want to mention here, when I did look this up, I started with, what are the most common prescriptions? I was gonna get
Oh,
some of those
oh God.
and then pick some of the like strange ones that seem
Yeah.
like not such a big deal that all the side effects are really big, and I've got some of those coming up here. I'm not gonna go through them all, but in the first 10, uh, almost all of it is about controlling blood pressure, some sort of diabetes, gastrointestinal stuff like acid reflux, which comes from a lot of that, you know what I mean? And then respiratory disorders. I looked up 5 out of the 10.
Mm-hmm.
It all talked about extenuating conditions. Like if you're having trouble breathing and are also overweight with a potential heart condition, like,
Right.
right? They know what they're
If
doing.
you are pregnant or plan to become pregnant,
Right. Yeah. So,
blah, blah, blah. Right.
yeah. I'm trying not to go through all these big long lists, folks, because I know you hear them on the commercials, but I am trying to at least satirically point out how fucking ridiculous it all is.
Do they get bad, right?
Right. So let me
Horrible.
start here, buddy. Uh, the, all right. Kiss, I think it's pronounced Kiss Kali. Kisqali. It is it's a drug for women who are suffering and going through specific forms of breast cancer. Okay.
Sure.
This one makes sense when I read the side effects. Okay. They're awful because it's a serious medication trying to fight off a major medical problem within your body.
Right.
If you name a possible side effect of this, if you just picked anything out of the blue, you're looking at it right now, right?
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
basic.
God.
It's basically anything that can happen. Obviously some major stomach issues, tremor, yellowing eyes, thickening of the bronchial secretions, like seizures, stool, numbness and tingling in your fingertips and mouth. Obviously, like all the regular cramps, you know,
Black
dark
tarry
urine.
stools.
Right. Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
tarry stools.
Yeah. Everything is burning, difficult, or painful, like UTI stuff, right?
Bleeding gums. I like that one.
Yeah, bleeding gums, right? Like it's ulcers, sores, or white spots in the mouth. Like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
this one I understand. The body is already fighting off a major problem. If this helps with that, okay.
Right.
That's a ridiculously long list of things that can come up, right? And
Right.
again, this is what that was more common once. I mean, they also have stuff like, patchy loss of skin color, frequent belching, dry eye, indigestion. Like there's obviously all the regular things that go along with it.
Wow.
Okay, you're forced into that one. All right. But then let's take a what I consider sort of not as important one with all the possible side effects. So this one is called Skyrizi.
Right.
Okay, so Skyrizi treats plaque psoriasis. It's from what I understand, a very uncomfortable skin condition.
Right.
Uh, okay. I'm not saying that it isn't so bad that you don't need something to help treat it and feel better because it can cause like pain and, itching that can drive a person crazy, red patchy splotches on your skin, raised like cracks and it's bad, right?
Right.
But it's not in any way fatal.
Right. It's uncomfortable and it's a confidence thing and yeah.
Yeah, I can, yeah. So, where is my side effects for
Yeah, I
that?
couldn't pull them up either.
Pull them up here. All right. Uh,
Dude.
it is almost It is almost the exact same list as the one we just talked about as a cancer treatment.
Are you
Give or
serious?
give or take. If you looked at it quickly, it's almost a carbon copy with the addition of mood and mental changes, irregular heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
look, when it comes to the one that we were talking about with the cancer treatment, I guess it's all everything on the list, like that's better than dead, I
right,
guess, right?
exactly. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
maybe I'd be willing to roll the dice and be like, all right, let's do it. Right.
right. That one makes sense. The plaque psoriasis. I know a couple people who have psoriasis. Okay,
Yeah.
it can be mild, small, kind of maintained to a singular area. Maybe just have it on your elbows or it's on your shoulder. It's not normally. We're not talking about patches that cover 50% of your body. Although I'm sure there are cases I didn't look
There's
it up
probably
where it
extreme cases. Yeah.
right. How many extreme cases to make all those likely common and more common, their words, not mine, side effects be worth it? You can't find something that works that doesn't have the potential for all these things.
Right.
So
I definitely for something like that, I'd definitely be looking into some home remedy stuff. That's just me, right? I don't know. And maybe there's stuff it just doesn't work for some people. Like home remedy stuff probably doesn't work. I think if you're going to a dermatologist and asking to be put on this medication, it's almost got to be a last resort, right? Like you've tried lotions and ointments and stuff like that at home.
you would certainly hope that you had tried something,
Right.
you know, prior to.
Right.
So this
Wait.
one, I'm going to read to you some of the common and likely. And again, folks, sorry, some of these are kind of similar, but this one I'm going to make a point, I promise. I'm going to read out some things for you, and I want you to see if you can guess what it might treat. You stop me whenever you want. Discomfort in the center of your chest that lasts more than a few minutes or that goes away and comes back. Severe tightness, pain, and pressure, heaviness in your chest, throat, neck, and jaw. pain or discomfort in your arms, breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, feeling lightheaded, weakness in one part or all of a side of your body, and slurred speech. Sounds an awful lot like a stroke to me.
Yeah.
Blood clots, allergic reactions, some that may need emergency medical help. Swelling of eyes or lips explains what that is, right? Uh, Changes in lab results uh, can make major changes to enzyme, creatine levels. Uh,
I,
can
dude, this thing's got to be for, I would assume it's got to be something like heart or circular system related.
Right. That's a hair loss drug. That's Propecia. That's for Propecia. That's a hair loss medication.
What? No.
It
I tell you what, I'm
is.
bald. I'm never taking one of those pills.
So again, I'm
Don't
willing
care.
to try to look outside the bubble here. By the way, folks, just so you know, that drug is called Litfulo, litfulo.com.
Click on that
It's
once.
yeah.
Click, 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 click.
Now,
Oh my God.
for for people who are men, I'm going to say for a minute, who are a little more vain than most, and I would have to think that mid to serious hair loss for women would be a much bigger against their personal feeling of their,
Yeah,
I'm struggling here. I'm not trying to say they're vain, but like
it's
a guy
confidence,
a guy being bald and a woman being
self-confidence.
bald, yeah, it's
Yeah,
harder, much would be much harder for a woman to go bald.
yeah. So
Sure. But also look at all the risks. I mean, I
there's
didn't even get into the stuff about if you'd had any type of cancer, if you were a current or a past smoker, if you had a heart attack, a stroke, liver problems, like basically, have you had anything
there's
in your past that you had to talk to a doctor about? This drug might be tough for you. It's for hair loss.
that is insane. Why? Okay, I want I want an answer from a pharmaceutical. What are they? Chemical engineers? I
Sure.
I want to know from one of them why in the fuck you would release a medication for that with that can cause this much horrible shit to somebody. Why would you do it? Just for money?
What
Cha-chink,
other
cha-chink.
possible reason could there be? You can say you're trying to help people, and sure, if someone doesn't have many and or any of these side effects, right? Great, you helped a person out for whatever the cause happens to be. But when it's something less serious like this, compared to something like cancer that we started out with,
Right,
it's, I mean, obviously it's the money. We talked about it, right?
right.
But the problem has got to be the FDA here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to. It's
How
got to
can
for
can
them
you
to
let this
allow it.
slide? Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
we
my God.
we saw them push through vaccines and stuff during COVID, Emergency
Right,
Measures Act and whatever, right?
right.
Obviously, there were people who believed they were helping, and there were people who believed that that was a money grab.
Yep,
Some of us are on one side of that fence and some are on the other. I'm not
for
going to get
sure.
political about it, but
But
the
is
fact
there
but the fact remains is they made billions upon billions of dollars.
billions of dollars?
So, and that was just one thing. These drugs, a lot of them around forever, and there's always multiple versions. Again, I mentioned before during the Olympics, there was
Right.
a lot of them were repeated. It was like the same four or five. One of them was for something that made your guts feel tight and uncomfortable, and it was the same list of all the more common and common side effects
All the horrible
were
shit.
were side effects that were stomach issues. Like you're going to give yourself, let's say, dizziness and nausea. What you already don't feel good. Like so, you're going to take something that could make it what you have.
For irritable bowel.
Right? Yeah, yeah. You've got dry
Come on.
eye. Yeah, you've got dry eyes, chronically dry eyes. So you take this pill. I mean, you got dry eyes. You use goddamn Visine. Like, what are you doing going out and
Yeah.
taking a pill that? Well, I don't really feel my left foot most of the time now, but the doctor says that's probably going to last for 6 or 8 months a year. Like, the fuck are we doing?
Right. Oh my God.
It and compound that for me with most of the commercials you see. I would bet 99% of the population couldn't watch the commercial and tell you what it was sold.
No,
Some of them say, but not many.
no. I had almost none of them. If you took out the first 5 seconds and the last 10 seconds, you'd have no fucking idea
Yeah.
what that commercial was about.
This pill is to help you garden or go walk with your friends or ride a bike or go to a dance class or the beach if it's a skin condition one. It's like,
Or go to a club or a restaurant with your friends.
yeah, I can finally go outside again because I was so embarrassed to go out because of this one little thing. But
Right.
I'm willing to tolerate all these possible side effects that, a lot of them sound deathly.
Right.
I mean, I
Right.
just wanted to bitch about it for a while today because it's only getting worse.
Yeah. And it goes back to it's solely money based. I mean, absolutely 100%. I mean, the guy that actually pumped out um insulin shots, the guy that created that was
Yeah.
asked why he put a 600% markup on it in the cost, and he said, I would have gone higher if I knew I could.
There it is.
Plain and simple. Like,
Yeah.
capitalism is great, right? Like, I'm all about capitalism. you
Yeah, make that
you
money, kid.
you make your money, you put the risk, and you carry the risk of that, and you make some money and you do well for yourself. Absolutely, go right ahead. Fucking love the hustle. But for the love of God, when so many people take a pill, any one of these prescription drugs, when there's so many of them and you have still such a horrible markup on it, that is outstandingly retarded. And then it raises our medical costs and our insurance costs and blah, 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 blah. And there's a bunch of other freaking middlemen that's inside of our insurances, right?
Right.
Like,
It's when the cost of the life-saving drugs ones bugs me.
yeah,
Makes me
fuck
glad
yeah.
I'm reasonably healthy. Like,
Yeah.
thank God I don't have diabetes or some form of cancer. So I'm like, knock on wood, right?
It should be 100% flipped in my book. I don't know how you sit on it. Life saving drugs should definitely be cheaper, and drugs like fucking hair regrowth drugs should be expensive as shit.
yeah, but again, they know that more people will buy the less, we're not going to say important, but non-life-saving ones. Less people will buy them if they're expensive. They buy them because they're cheap and they're available, and the doctor's like, yeah, no problem. We've got 3 or 4 different kinds here. If that one doesn't work, we'll try something else. Oh, it made you sick? Fuck it. I've got this one. Try these samples.
Right.
Yeah, I find it disgraceful and it bugs me because it's, like I said, it's getting so much worse. I would have to think, because try going on the FDA website, folks, and looking
Oh,
up
good
how
luck.
many prescription drugs they've approved in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
Just try
good
to
luck.
find the number.
Right.
I couldn't.
Right.
And I was at it for a minute. Like,
Well, even like we didn't sit here and talk about fucking opioids, all the painkillers that
that
are killing people left and right.
still, by the way, folks, still killing people left and right.
Right.
It has fallen out of, I don't want to say the word grace, but a little bit out of the public eye. There's been a few docuseries, Netflix special, this and that, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, God, this is terrible." Yes, I knew a guy. Yeah, my cousin Dan. Oh,
Right.
that's still a huge problem
Right.
because the people that used to be getting reputable drugs from non-reputable sources before everybody became aware, put it on the list, make sure you got real prescriptions, really crack down.
Right.
They're just getting off-brand, made God knows where drugs off the street.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
that don't cause less death and problems and breaking up families. It just causes more.
Right. Well, and then you start, these drugs that are, sold on the streets by, sketchy ass people. They're going to be laced with something.
Which brings up a side point here for me, man. Um, I know we're talking about prescription drugs, but on topic. Uh, I hear so much now about fentanyl and drugs.
Yeah.
Now, I know that fentanyl is a legitimate drug used in medicine.
Yep.
They gave it to my wife after her last surgery. My mother-in-law was right there, who was a nurse. She's like, no, 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 that's different. That's fine. You're thinking cocaine laced, drug laced fentanyl. It's not that. This is what they use, and it worked great.
Right.
I don't understand why something that if you mix it just wrong within, let's say, Coke, uh, the person can have an overdose and kill them.
Right.
It doesn't seem like a good marketing or advertising or sales idea for selling illicit drugs.
Right. Well, it's just like from what I understand, I'm not a big fucking drug head, right? I don't take any drugs, but like it's an amplifier, right?
I didn't know that. Is that the
Like,
case?
that's from what I understand. Like it just makes the drug feel that much better. And when you take Coke for so long, it stops having effect like it used to.
Could be said for any
So
drug, probably. Yeah, you make a
right.
good point. Yeah.
So you lace it with something to amplify it and give it a new twist, right?
Okay.
Trick your brain into thinking that it's taking the real thing.
Okay, so if the percentage is just a little off, that's it. Lights
Right.
out.
Right.
Okay, I didn't realize that part of it. I thought they were just using it to cut because it was cheaper. I didn't realize it
It
changed the
probably
experience.
it probably is. But I
Right.
mean, you're taking fentanyl and say you're even okay, cutting what coke or heroin with it, right?
Right.
Then no matter what you're doing, you're introducing an entirely different drug into the mix that's gonna fuck with the body, you know.
Yes, that's true. You know,
And
I just realized something. Go ahead, buddy.
it's it's horrible. I think with the increase of fentanyl problems. I mean, my brother-in-law unfortunately just overdosed from it, and he will never be the same. He technically died, and they brought him back, and he was gone way too long, and he's never gonna be the same.
That's awful, buddy.
Like,
And I mean, there's, literally millions of those stories.
right, right. They're all over the world, and they're all over in small town USA. It's not just big cities,
That's right,
right?
it's everywhere, right?
It's everywhere, just like meth, right? You can cook meth in a tub,
So I've heard.
you know,
If Ozark taught me anything, like,
and it's bad, and it's unfortunate.
yeah, don't think bad of us because we're laughing here, folks. It's just some of these subjects you got to shake your head a little bit at because again, you can beat a dead horse all you want. It's obviously about money.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, if
Somebody is making a lot of fucking money.
yeah, it's the only way that it would slide through all this, and it obviously means that the pockets of people making decisions are getting lined as well.
Yep.
I can't understand in a civilized place like this that there isn't enough of a outcry that could be effective, because I know outcries sometimes aren't, for everybody to stand up and go, stop.
Right.
Stop approving every other little drug.
Right.
Look into companies like Monsanto. Like,
Pfizer.
yeah, right. I mean, yeah. Ask a few more questions. Like, I understand they pay for your politics. Can you really put those two things together?
Right. Well, and not only that, like if we talk if we talk the money side of it, you just keep following the money trail. Like just from start to finish. I mean, the FDA, right? They approve what goes into our food and what goes into our drugs. So if you make the food shitty, keep people unhealthy, increase the amount of drug use, then it's 100% cyclical,
Right.
right? Because our food is garbage, absolute shit.
Our processed food is garbage for sure.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I heard somebody talking about it recently. Like, anything you can leave on the shelf for months and months and it's fine.
That's not canned.
That's not good for you.
No, no,
Like,
no.
yeah, even canned a lot of the times is still like preservative full.
Right. But it depends on how it was done, right? Old school canning, you could do that forever.
Oh, right, but mass produced stuff we're getting now,
Right. It's so full of
shelf life.
bullshit.
I just care about shelf life. You know what I mean?
Right. And I do understand that as far as when it comes to logistics. So, logistics of our country being the size that it is, the amount of farms have gone down. So, they're producing things to have to be shipped and stored for so much longer in order to get to people.
Right.
You know, I get that. But for me, I see the fix of being okay, well, give land back to the farmers, take your fucking solar fields and your wind farms and shove them up your ass and let the land go back to the farmers so they can actually produce more food.
Right. Real live food.
Yeah.
That also spinning down this rabbit hole is crazy expensive now, but we don't want to get off on that today.
But but it goes back to what I was saying with the FDA, right? Like they they make the decision on what's in the food, and then they make the decision what drugs come out. You ain't telling me you can't hide that shit. Somebody is making hand over fist cash, like just
If
gobs of fucking money.
if you had basically as deep a pocket as you needed, you're gonna find somebody in the regulatory authority who
100%.
needs money enough at the right number to go, yeah, we'll approve that, sure.
Yeah.
And don't even look into the studies and how they do them.
Right.
Right. You don't have to use a study if you did multiple studies that shows negative things about your drug. You don't even have to give it to them. And you know what? The FDA doesn't ask for it.
Right. I I have been hearing, and I don't know if you've been hearing it. It keeps popping up in the things that I listen to. More and more drugs getting, what is it called, black boxed or black labeled.
Yeah.
They just get pulled. They're like,
Yep.
nope, fuck you, you're done, and they're gone. That needs to happen with way more drugs.
The issue with that is a lot of them, the black label is getting pulled.
What?
Yeah, they had one on it and
And
they
they go
haven't.
into review.
They got like they go into some sort of review. They're like, ah, no, it's below the number of like serious injuries or deaths than we had. It's getting lower. So the purification, whatever process to make the drugs must be getting better. We can pull the black label now. It's only like 4,000 people a year that have a stroke. It's okay.
Okay,
Like,
so
like
Johnson and Johnson gets mad at Pfizer, tells the FDA that Pfizer's drug is doing bad things, gets it pulled off the shelf so that Johnson and Johnson's drug can sell more, which then Johnson and Johnson pays the FDA people to be like, "Hey, thanks for pulling that competitive drug off the market for a little bit."
what a fucking scam, eh? We're in the wrong business, buddy.
Do I am I thinking wrong? Like,
No.
is that a possibility?
Oh, of course it is.
Like
Like,
conspiracy theorist, I guess, but
no,
I
it's conspiracy. It's only conspiracy theory if it's not. And if you don't think that the drugs they're feeding us and the fact that the life-saving ones cost way more than one for something else, and they get away with all of these side effects and deaths and everything that happens, dude, it is a conspiracy.
right,
Like, it's not tinfoil hat. It's actually happening. And I don't see anybody really trying to do anything to make it more positive.
right,
Like, again, I keep saying it. It's only getting worse.
right. I mean, how deep would you have to go into like the FDA and then the politicians behind the FDA and the representatives, and like how far would you actually have to go to get something to change? Because
So I looked at that, and it's actually at almost at the starting point of the process. They can make one small adjustment that none of them want to make, but it would solve a lot of these problems. Remember, I was just saying, if they do 15 studies and 10 of those studies show results that they don't want them to see, they can just shit can that.
yeah,
You don't get to do that.
you have to
We
file
want
everything.
we need the documentation on every study you did.
Right,
Then there's obviously some sort of logistics of every time they start a study, they have to report to the FDA and this and that. And okay, didn't fucking do that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? It's wild to me. And I mean,
right,
of course, like you can make as many jokes as you want. Like it is the system. It is about making money. Some of these drugs are certainly helping people, even though every seems 3 or 4 years now there's some scandal with somebody that did something and knew the drug was bad and gave people cancer or killed kids or, like
right. Didn't have to report those bad studies.
they knew that that was a likely possibility. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But then
that's
you get
horrible.
to, I mean, and there's obviously like, there's the old jokes, right? Like, fuck, I guess it was Joe Rogan years ago. If they came out with a pill tomorrow that made men's dicks twice as big, it'd take 15 seconds for the first guy to overdose. Like,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
It
yep,
is all
for
about
sure.
what you want, what you need, what you demand. Like, that's why I kind of, if the GLP-1 drugs, if 10% of the people's eyeballs popped out when they took that, there'd still be a bunch of people taking that drug.
Oh,
They're like,
absolutely.
I'm not in that 10%. So then
Right.
we make up a drug right now, me and you on the spot, something that solves a problem. All right. So,
Ooh.
all right. So
Okay.
what's I was going to say hair loss, but I didn't want to pick on you.
No, I don't care about hair loss.
You don't care about hair loss. All right. So let's say it's a drug that gives you right? You get taller. You take this pill every
Okay.
day forever, and over the first what 6 months, you can grow up to 6 inches taller. Okay, I'll use myself as an example.
Okay.
That would be valuable. People would pay big money for that drug.
That would hurt so bad
That would hurt so. But again, that
if you grew
but
that much that fast.
but they would list it in the side effects, right?
Oh yeah,
May
absolutely.
cause joint pain, may cause this, may cause that, right?
Right. Muscle tension, snapping of ligaments and tendons.
Right, yeah. But there's a there's like, in 40% of the cases, most people went gray immediately, all their hair, male and female.
Right.
People would still like it's all about what the people want, right? So
Yeah,
I can't
absolutely.
bag on the drug companies for making money for things that people want. It's when they develop a drug and bring it out that is there that many people that are chronically unhappy about losing their hair that they needed to
Absolutely.
make a pill to force on people? Like, do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. People's self-confidence is wrapped into their image, right? So that's huge.
Yeah, but I
That's
don't
huge.
care if you're short.
There was
Like,
a yeah, but there was you're not
I'm not. I shouldn't say that. He's right. I'm 5'9", right? It's like 5'8" and a half, 5'9". Like, I'm
right.
not
You're
short,
not
short.
short.
Like, yeah.
But at the same time, like if you I mean the scenario of the drugs that we just made up, right? We would market that specifically towards people with growth disabilities,
Oh, certainly.
right? That they
There would be what's the proper term now? Is it little person?
I don't know. I don't even want to try the vertically challenged. I don't know.
Right, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't
Yes, that's who would be in those commercials.
right. But at the same time, if I don't know, man.
They would be now. So
I don't
now
know.
here's where it falls in. Okay, this is where I'm trying to get onto the drug conspiracy thing here. Um, you'd also get a bunch of athletes marketing that because there'd be teenagers playing sports in high school.
I want to be a basketball player.
Well, I mean, but being taller is an advantage in so many sports. I
Right.
find it a little racist. He went right to basketball, but that's okay. Uh,
Just saying.
vo volleyball, a taller baseball player, taller hockey player, taller runner, to
Baseball players
to a
don't need to
point.
be taller.
Yeah, but it's an advantage if you're an outfielder, longer swing. Like the physics is the whole thing, right?
Right.
Bigger, taller does also mean the potential for bigger muscle mass, which
Right.
sometimes helps with a sport, right? Taller
Right.
fighters usually very handy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They can reach
I've
out and
never
tag.
been gung ho to fight a guy taller than me, although most of them have been.
Right. Right.
So I just wanted to get off on a little tangent here today because the commercials are bugging the hell out of me. Half the time I don't know what they're advertising. Like
I
it seems to me, so many of them look like the old commercial from way back. It was something for like hemorrhoids, I think. It was a joke for so long because there was the guy on the commercial and they shine the camera in his face. And he's like, I can ride a bike again. Do you remember that commercial?
yeah. That
They're almost getting that ridiculous now, except they haven't told you what they're doing.
right.
Yeah, like I saw one the other day. It was the same couple over and over in like four different scenarios, and one of them was beekeeping.
Eh,
Is this an
okay.
allergic to bee medication? Like what? You can go outside again? Like what? Are you
Oh,
allergic to the fucking sun? Like what? What are we doing?
where was I? Where was I? Oh my God. Me and the wife just went on a trip and we had the TV in the hotel running. Oh yeah, it was for our honeymoon. So we were just watching cable television in the hotel, winding down at the end of the day. Every single commercial break had a fucking commercial for an AIDS pill.
Yeah.
Every single one. Every single one. They were completely different commercials, completely different drug makers. Every commercial break had at least one commercial for pill to help you with AIDS.
Right.
My God.
Now, again, my understanding is, and I'm not a medical expert by any means, folks, but I mean, what I've been hearing through the people I listen to and talk to and whatnot, uh, it is good that that's a pill now or an injection. I don't know which
Pill.
it is. Pill. I mean, that's no longer a death sentence now. That's a good one, in my opinion.
Yeah, as long as you take that pill every day for the rest of your life
Right.
and take the side effects to your liver with it.
And all the other ones. I bet if we looked at one of those up right now, it'd be this same list
Yeah.
of
Yep.
all these like random things, right?
Yep.
Just to stay alive.
You know what? keeps me from taking drugs. I don't want to be on a drug long term. I think that's what helped. I'm not healthy by any means. I eat like a campground raccoon. I still smoke. I still have the occasional drink. But dude, if I have to take a pill every day for the rest of my life,
Right.
just put me in the ground now. I I struggle with it so damn bad. I mean, I'm sure I'd get used to it, but I hate taking pills.
If I had to get one of those Monday through Friday plastic pill carriers, like the old people always had, so I had to see, oh, did I take all my drugs today?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy about it. I can tell you that, buddy.
Right.
Now, again,
We're gonna get there,
right.
hopefully.
And you
But
you develop a condition at some point in your life. You hope it's not for young people because I do feel terrible when a young person has a lifelong debilitating thing that happens.
tell me about it.
Do you know what I mean? The younger the kid I see, the worse you feel, right? Thank
Right.
God there's some things that make those things livable, but also, I mean, again, take half that budget and try to develop a cure,
Yep.
right? Then sell the cure for fucking if you're really fine with milking people over time for a $600 a month prescription to keep somebody alive, you should certainly be fine with saying, yeah, it's a one-time injection that cures X childhood disease. It's $100,000.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Bilk them now and give them a chance to rebuild their life instead of making them drug poor
For the rest of their life.
for the rest
Yep.
of their lives, just for
Yep.
comfort, some sort of lifestyle. So,
I agree, man.
right. What a bummer today, huh, folks? Talking
Yeah.
about how the drug business is screwing us all over.
Fuck pharmaceuticals.
Yes, and I specifically picked my uh drugs that I gave as examples today, as ones that were already going through some sort of legal process, so that our podcast would be the least of their concerns.
Yeah.
I did pick them specifically, like they got bigger problems right now.
That's funny.
Yeah, that took me more time than anything. I'm like, are they involved in any class action lawsuit? There we go, baby.
I imagine every single pharmaceutical company's got to be in a lawsuit all the time.
It's
All the
gotta be
time.
it's gotta be pretty consistent, right?
Maybe that's why they got to charge so much for their drugs so that they can pay for their lawsuits.
Shit. The CEO wants another great big boat. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Before we
shit.
wrap up here, buddy, I just want to remind everybody, please check out everything I saw at isawpodcast.com. There you'll find our socials. The Buy Us a Beer tab is there if you want to support the show and be named the sponsor of an upcoming episode. And the Be a Guest tab. If you'd like to join us for a future recording, you can also reach out with feedback or episode ideas. Our text line is 507-607-ISAW. That's 507-607-4729. Leave a message, and we might even feature it on a future episode. And if you're listening, you're a regular listener, please start doing that. We'd love to add some to the podcast.
Right.
All right. That's a biz. I want to make sure we get it in before the end here, pal.
Nice, dude.
So one little side thought here I just wanted to throw out to you, and then unless you had anything else, we'll wrap up here. I heard what I thought was something hilarious today, and I wanted to share it with you because I think going forward, I'm going to start to, along with the Is It Racist section, which I've got a couple more for next week, the motivational quote of the week. But they're only going to be ones that deep down are kind of a little bit fucked up. I heard a guy say to his staff today after getting them on task for a few minutes and sending them out back into the job site to do what they were going to do. He put his hand in the air and he said, "May the bridges that I burn light your way." And
Yeah.
it struck me as so funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that truth?
Yeah. Shout out to Carl if you listen to this one, man. I was laughing the whole drive home after I heard you say that.
Yep. Very
Um,
cool.
You got anything that I missed on this whole subject, bitch fest here, man?
Oh no, I could bitch about it forever. I don't like big pharma. I don't like the FDA. I don't like any of them.
I think it's
They
a
can all get
real
fucked.
problem. Yeah. So if you take anything away from this one, folks, definitely look into the side effects if you're taking a drug for something that I'm going to say is non-life threatening.
And always either talk to your pharmacist and talk to your doctor and have a detailed conversation with both of them about all the medications you're taking, how the combination is going to mess with you. Like, just do your due diligence.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen it, go online. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. If you want to watch a docudrama that sums up the whole problem with this industry in 3 hour-long episodes, Dope Sick.
Yeah, that'll just piss me off. I've avoided
Yeah,
that one.
it will, man. It's well acted and entertaining, but man, I walked away from that like, fuck all these families, these companies. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today. Thanks everybody for listening once more this week. John and I really appreciate it. We are coming back at you next week, and a few guests coming up here again shortly. So if you like the guest episodes, keep tuning in, folks. We love seeing them.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for making it all the way to the end, Jason. I really do appreciate it. But other than that, man, you got anything else?
I think that sums it all up, man. Remember, everybody, your work keeps the world working. And I don't know, tell a friend about the podcast this week. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, bro.
All right,
All
cheers.
right, buddy. Sláinte.